Good evening with Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Barbados will have 3 chances at medals on the track this evening in Session 2 of the Crifton Track and Field Championships in the Cayman Islands. This morning in Session 1, Anthony Hoyt-Small was the second fastest qualifier for the final of the under-20 boys 400 meters. He had a heat time of 47.41 seconds. Matthew Clark was 4th qualifier in the under-20 boys 100 meters in 10.76 seconds, while Savion Hoyt was also the 4th qualifier in the under-17 boys 400 meters with 49.72. Now also this evening, but in Barbados, the final session of day 2 of day 1 of the Crifton Swimming Championships at the Aquatic Centre is underway. The action will be live on CBC TV8 right after the evening news. Meanwhile, in Crifton Chess in Curacao, 3 Barbadians have perfect records after the 3rd round of games this morning. Kyle Sandiford in his first outing in the under-20 open category, and under-12 girls Hannah Wilson and Savannah Corrigan maintained their winning streak in another commendable effort by the Barbados at the Hilton in Curacao. Sandiford, the national under-20 boys champion and last year's Crifton under-16 open silver medalist, is currently on the boards against Pierre Chang of Suriname in a 4th round top-of-the-table clash in the evening session as it's currently in play. Meanwhile, Wilson, last year's Crifton under-10 gold medalist and the national under-10 female champion, and Corrigan, the national under-12 female champion, now face each other in another top-of-the-table encounter after wins this morning. The 2018 Crifton under-16 silver medalist and under-14 gold medalist Vanessa Greenwich, who is the national under-14 female champion, also moved to 2 points after registering her first win following 2 draws yesterday. The Bajans ended the round with 11 wins, 2 draws and 8 defeats. To cricket now, where Kyle Mears, he slammed a century as Carlton defeated Barbados Youth by 57 runs in Series 5 of the BCA Sagicor T20 tournament. Scores at Rice's, Carlton won 66 for 7, Mears made 111 not out, Barbados Youth 109 for 9. Also at Rice's, home team Gladiola were beaten by Empire by 40 runs. Scores: Empire 170, Gladiola 130. Meanwhile, at Beckles Road, YMPC defeated Pickwick by 8 wickets. Batting first, Pickwick were held to 98 for 9 off 20 overs. In reply, YMPC finished on 101 for 2. In the early game at that same venue, Maple made 130 for 6, Maple 127, Wildy winning by 3 runs. Over at Paragon, Sparta made 180 for 2, UW 181 for 6, UE winning by 4 wickets. And in the second game, BDS Sports Program, they won by 53 runs over Combermere. BDS Sports Program 174 for 7, Combermere 121 for 5. At Bayfield, it was a very intriguing game that went down to the super over as St. Catherine made 126 for 9 in their 20. And Wanderers 126 for 7. In the super over, Wanderers made 2 without loss, St. Catherine 3 without loss to win. Meanwhile, home team Police were handed a 10-wicket defeat at the hands of Yorkshire. Scores: Police 71 in 13.3 overs, Yorkshire 72 without loss. And at Lords, Foundation were 6-wicket winners over the host. Scores: Lords 126 in 19.5 overs, Foundation 128 for 4 in 17.3. Well, Barbados eked out a very commendable 1-run win over the Windward Islands in round 5 of the Cricket West Indies under-15 tournament in Antigua. Sent into bat, Barbados were bowled out for 196 in 42.2 overs. Achilles Brown top scored with 58 and Joshua Morris 44. In reply, Captain Nathan Seeley finished with figures of 3 for 21 and Isaiah Folks 3 for 46 as the Windwards were bowled out for 195 in 47.2 overs. Well, several community events aimed at getting people moving are on the cards for next year. Sports Minister John King made the announcement during the launch of the National Senior Games, which comes off on June 10th at the National Stadium. The minister says a critical goal of his ministry is the promotion of sports for all Barbadians, including senior citizens.
Sports can provide great social, psychological, and economic benefits, including the cultivation of healthy lifestyles. It is for this reason my ministry has incorporated activities involving seniors in the promotion of sustaining our cultural heritage by adopting healthy lifestyles as part of reaching our social development goals for 2030. During the year 2020, The ministry, in collaboration with the National Sports Council, will be hosting several sporting events at the community level across Barbados. I want now to encourage persons to come out and give their full support.
In more cricket news, Steve Smith made an unbeaten 59 in his first match since being appointed as Rajasthan Royals captain after they sacked Ajinkya Rahane. He saw them to a 5-wicket win in today's Indian Premier League match against the Mumbai Indians in Jaipur. Batting first, Mumbai scored 162 for 5. Karan Pollard only contributed 10 to that score. In reply, Smith had a true captain's knock of 59 not out, with Ryan Parag chipping in with 43 as the Royals finished on 162 for 5. In the day's other game, despite a half-century from Chris Gill, his Kings 11 Punjab went down by 5 wickets to the Delhi Capitals. Gill was his usual explosive self. He had 69 coming off of 37 balls, including 6 fours and 5 sixes to add to the total of 163 for 7. The Capitals, in reply, claimed victory, posting 166 for 5, with skipper Shiraz Iyer making 58 not out and Shikhar Dhawan's 56 aiding the winning cause. Well, Kyrie Irving had a hand in 11 of Boston's final 16 points last night as the Celtics withstood a late charge by the Indiana Pacers to record a 104-96 win and go up 3-0 in the Eastern Conference first round playoff match.